Hello, everyone. Peter Giannatos here with International Master John Burke, who just won his game against International Master Steven Zierk in the 7th round of the 2018 Winter Norm Invitational here at the Charlotte Chess Center. So first of all, congratulations, John, on your victory, very important victory. And why don't you just walk us through this game?
Okay.
There you go.
All right. This is one of the most complicated games I think I've ever played. I prepared up to around here. A5, I remembered that I thought that was the most accurate move, but as often happens, I couldn't remember why. And at this point, I was a bit confused as to what I need to do here, because if I just cast play F5, and I kind of that he'll win the pawn back on F5, and that my king will be very exposed, and like my pieces on the queen side are really not doing anything.
Right.
So I thought I wanted to stop him from castling king side. So it's kind of a wasted move, bishop b4 and then back to c5, but I thought I had to do it. And queen e2 is a good move too, because knight e4 is unpleasant. Like, I think that if I play here, I think I'm lost, because here, so yeah, f5 is not the ideal move, definitely, but I feel like I have to do it here. And if he doesn't take it, then I'm completely fine, because then I can undermine the pawn later with like d6. So I'm temporarily down a pawn here, but I hope to win it back. And yeah, he could castle. And then if I knight e4, bishop a3, just king c2, I thought I wouldn't be very coordinated there. I was going to play, and then if he just, oops. Yeah, and I thought I would be okay here. But he played the most interesting move, because, yeah, now I can't take at all. He just plays knight e4. So I had to play to keep his king in the center with rook e8. And now during the game, I realized that he can play like a really, really cool idea here. He can skip. But here I gave up my dark squared bishop, and now all my remaining pieces are kind of not doing anything. And we looked at it after, and the more we looked at it, the more we thought it was completely winning here, because he's just threatening to completely steamroll me. I could play a4, but here I have to go in for something. But then he doesn't even, I think I'm lost. One idea that he has to play, he makes me like that. Yeah, and I was thinking that I have to try and blockade. Then he's going to put a rook on the g file, play h5 or f5, something like this, and I don't know. I was really afraid, because my extra piece doesn't even do anything here.
Right.
So I was very relieved when he played to keep the material, king d1, because he never really got any attack going. d5. And now I can kind of open things up here. I don't think I'm better yet, but at least it's easier to play for me.
Yeah.
And I was surprised he didn't take here. He was afraid that I would take with the knight. He takes here first. Here, I'd rather have a knight on c4 than the bishop, because he can play like king c2 and rook e1, and I don't really have anything here.
Right.
I was going to take, and it's awkward for him, because if he plays a move like knight e2, then knight e2. So I think the right move is take. And I looked at this. And I win a pawn and destroy his kind of pawn mass over there. But he'll probably be able to draw this pretty easily, I think. Yeah, I don't think I can win. Like if bishop b5, rook c5, yeah, probably a draw. But he played here instead, and I have to play here pretty much. Rook c2, and now he's really tied down, but I don't have anything immediate, I don't think. Yeah, we found after the game that he could play here. If I take here, and it turns out I'm lost here. If king f8, rook d8, or
Right.
so yeah, that would have been unpleasant to find out. And if I just retreat to play kind of unravel, and it's still very complicated. I don't think he's better. I don't think I'm better. It's just dynamic equality in a way. Yeah, but luckily he missed that and he played rook e2 instead. And yeah, now I play knight d5, and it's kind of not really like a tactical move. It's more in a way trying to undouble my pawns, because I couldn't find anything immediate to win anything. Like if I play rook d8, that's like the most natural move. Then he can play. I think he can just play, or maybe I don't know. And I can't even win anything here because yeah, now I rook on d8. It's funny.
Right.
Yeah, I think knight d5 was a good move in time trouble, particularly for him. He was in time trouble,
Yeah.
and I thought he wouldn't have looked at that. He would have looked at the more forcing moves like rook d8.
Right.
So now he has to take the knight one way or another. He took with the bishop. Some really, really weird tactics happen. He has to play either king e1 or king c1. Then I think I can take on d2. Yeah, d2, and take on d3. Here he can take. The idea was to play rook d3, but and there was another tricky line that he had here. If I play rook takes d2, I can just take it. And yeah, it doesn't work at all. Yeah, so maybe this is the right try for him, because if taking on d2 doesn't work, then I doubt I have anything really.
Right.
Yeah, there was a line here that I thought I just saw, but I'm not really finding it right now. Yeah, it surprised me that he would play bishop takes c5. Just I thought naturally you would want to keep the bishop. I don't know, maybe I'm biased, but yeah. And here I'm definitely better, but winning is a different story, because I have basically two ways I can go about this. I can just play it normally and not try and win immediately and rely on my powerful pieces and my pawns, or I can try and win immediately. And I tried to win immediately, and that might not have been the right idea, even though I got lucky. Yeah, I played d4. It's a risky move because I give him knight d5 and knight d7, possibly. But I thought I'd calculated it all, but I hadn't. So my idea is that if he ever takes, I can just recapture with the pawn, and then I'll have rook b1 mating ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he took here. And now, if I take, it looks like winning, but he can play rook b2. Now, this line with knight e7 and king f7 inserted, and in that case, I can play rook eb8. and I'm completely winning there because he has to give up a rook or get mated. But without that, if I play here and then player takes e3, and I don't think I have anything too great here. Like if I play here, even rook takes c3, I think both work. But I thought that it was okay for me anyway because I was winning. And I calculated what happened in the game, but what I didn't count on is that he can simply kind of difficult move to make when you're low on time because it opens up a discovery for me, but I can't really use it if I play here. If I take rook because he'll queen.
Right.
And so I think that there's really nothing I can do to avoid him playing knight e7 and then taking on c7. Here.
Right.
Yeah, it was really, really weird. I mean, there are even some weird draws. Of course, it's all, unrealistic, but yeah, at this point, like, it's honestly like a 3-result game. I went from me being better to this complete mess. But luckily, he played probably the most obvious move if you're low on time. He just took. And powerful because he's threatening f7. But luckily, I can take with this f7. And yeah, there's nothing he can really do to me here. His knight can't really land a good check to me. Yeah. Like if he plays here, he doesn't even have time to do anything because I always have a discovery. And yeah, so he took. And then here he resigned because if he, then I can play my pawn.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, complicated game and an important win with the black pieces against a tough opponent who's also here to try to earn his GM Norm. What position are you in as an international master? How far away are you from the Grandmaster title?
I just need one more Norm.
Right. So tomorrow, what result do you need out of 2 games?
I need 1 out of 2.
1 out of 2 games. So, well, good luck to you tomorrow, and thanks for the interview.